Good evening. I am Henry Hager, and I would like to thank you for joining the Sheltering Arms Foundation Campaign for Convergence celebration. This is a night of gratitude for those who have bravely battled life-changing illnesses and diseases. Gratitude for their caregivers who have come together around family. Gratitude for the Sheltering Arms community. Gratitude for us all coming together, the convergence of two organizations, Sheltering Arms and VCU Health, to make a difference in quality of care and life for people across the Mid-Atlantic region. And gratitude for all of you who have generously given to the cause. Now let's take a look at what you made possible. Over to Kelly and Alan.
Thank you, Henry. Good evening. I'm Kelly Merricks, Vice President of Sheltering Arms Foundation. 7 years ago, having just started at Sheltering Arms, I sat in my office with a 20-year-old college student who was a quadriplegic as a result of a diving accident. He and his mother were looking at ways to give back to a scholarship fund to help athletes who were paralyzed. They also wanted to find a way to bring advanced spinal cord injury rehabilitation to Richmond. About 2 months later, I received a call from a patient who wanted to make a donation. He shared he had the means to travel internationally to participate in clinical trials and try the newest technology. He wanted to make that possible for others who could not afford to travel. He later sent me a picture with a note that he had come to Sheltering Arms in a wheelchair, and thanks to our therapists, his angels, as he called them, he had just climbed to the top of Machu Picchu. I was introduced to Sheltering Arms therapists who had presented research findings in Scotland and Spain, research they had pursued in a small hospital in Mechanicsville, Virginia. I met the deputy director of the new fledgling United Spinal Association of Virginia, who was traveling to 2 Sheltering Arms hospitals and downtown to VCU Health to mentor patients on a regular basis. He told me the expertise was here, but it was fragmented. I met with VCU Health physical rehabilitation clinicians who were practicing in spaces built in the 1950s, but who were producing world-class outcomes. These conversations and many others were just part of what fueled a dream to build a new state-of-the-science rehabilitation hospital in Richmond. A dream that encompassed years of planning, dozens of internal visioning sessions, 3 community visioning sessions, a certificate of public need process and approval, 150 people across 20 committees, team members, volunteers, former patients and family members, all who had design input into every aspect of the building. 300 team members across 70 work streams planning and implementing the operations of a new hospital. More than 35 board members across 3 different boards. 30-plus ambassadors from both organizations who led culture building to become one integrated team. $50 million in financing, a $25 million gift from Sheltering Arms Foundation, 40 capital campaign volunteers, and you, each of you at home. Donors who gave of themselves and believed in a dream, the dream of the pillars of possibility. You, a 7-year-old who emptied her piggy bank. You, a teenager who hosted a bake sale. You, a grandson who raised money because of the care his grandmother received. You, a team member who gave the first gift to the campaign before there were any plans because you knew the need. You, a family who named a patient wing after a friend because of his positivity after an accident. You, a board member who named a room after another to carry on his legacy. You, a banking partner who recognized the importance of this dream to our community. You, a former patient who believes his stroke was a blessing because now he can use his personal financial success and story of recovery to help others. There are more than 600 of you with your own individual stories of giving. Each of you have shown us immeasurable support. You, together, have given almost $25 million and made these dreams a reality. Convergence, care, research, teaching, community. You are Sheltering Arms Institute, a collaboration with VCU Health. And we thank you for being one with us. Alan?
Thank you, Kelly and Henry. And good evening, everyone. I'm so grateful for the incredible generosity of this community that delivered on the promise to bring world-class rehabilitative care to Central Virginia. On behalf of the entire Sheltering Arms Institute team, I'm honored and humbled to be here with you tonight and share my true appreciation for your commitment to our vision of reinventing rehabilitation for a life beyond limits. Your commitment to our campaign made it possible for our neighbors to receive specialized care closer to home. In fact, your generosity has allowed us to provide the most innovative care, supported by cutting-edge research and state-of-the-art technology, to more than 3,000 patients since opening on June 13, 2020. And because of you, patients have traveled from 13 states to receive care at our hospital, indicating that we have already achieved one of our biggest goals, to become the Mid-Atlantic destination for rehabilitation. Because of you, we have become one of only 4 rehabilitation hospitals in the country to achieve a national designation in both spinal cord injury and traumatic brain injury care. And finally, I want to take a moment and acknowledge over 150 Sheltering Arms Institute, and VCU Health employees and leaders who have contributed to making this dream a reality. Your daily unwavering commitment to our mission and vision during unprecedented times is both awe-inspiring and courageous. Thank you. You exactly what our giving power is making possible.
Healing, it's hope.
Comprehensive.
Perseverance.
Excellence. Strength.
It's really just going to be a game changer.
I came here when I could do little, and they restored hope for me, both on the physical side and on the mental side as well. I just thought that I had lost the richness of life, and they restored that. And for that, I'm forever grateful, and all of my family and loved ones as well.
Sheltering Arms Institute put me back together after a massive right-sided brain stroke.
Over the past several years, we've had multiple family members that have required the services of a rehab institute, and Sheltering Arms has stepped in many ways and saved us.
When I was hurt, we had to leave Richmond because we felt like the greatest opportunity for therapy and rehab was elsewhere. Mm-hmm. So I had to leave my friends, leave my family, and that was a very, very difficult decision. Yeah. But now with Sheltering Arms Institute, we have the ability to keep people here in their community and keep them within their support system, which is so crucial during rehabilitation.
I never thought that my son would have a diving accident in the James River requiring therapy. We had Cole having his accident 10 years ago and having to go elsewhere out of state, leaving our family and community, to my father in August of 2020 having a stroke, a very massive stroke, and being able to come here at the Sheltering Arms Institute in rehab and being able to come visit him, see his progress, and give him that encouragement that loved ones can give. And that was so instrumental in his rehabilitation.
We were just always so hopeful and prayed and worked towards having something right here in the community. And when we found out that VCU and Sheltering Arms were collaborating in a joint venture to create this hospital, I mean, everything in our whole lives just said, yay!
Now people like myself have access to a state-of-the-science hospital in the mid-Atlantic. Don't have to cross the country to go to one of these model system hospitals, and it's really just going to be a game changer for anyone and everyone that finds themselves in with a spinal cord injury or a traumatic brain injury. And
the technology was absolutely right on for me. They aligned the equipment with the stage of recovery that I was in.
This afternoon, I will do archery, a sport I would never have seen me trying before my stroke. I cycled the Capitol Trail with Sportable, and I would never have been introduced to Sportable except for the alliance that SAI has forged with that incredible nonprofit.
So amazing to see all of the people's lives being changed, all of the new technologies, all of the new therapists, it's just amazing to see the growth of Sheltering Arms.
Yeah, if I were to sum up Sheltering Arms in a word, I would probably say community. Because at Sheltering Arms, that's a big reason why we go back over and over again. We stay connected because we have relationships with people all over Sheltering Arms, the therapists, the executives, the foundation, the patients, everyone seems to be friends with each other. It's just an amazing place to feel like you're part of a community.
It takes a village to get someone that's had one of these injuries to the point where Dallas is, right? It's not just Dallas on his own. Dallas is obviously the biggest part of it, but it's donors and people in the rehabilitation process and friends and family that kind of all lean in. It truly does take all of us, and so thank you, everyone.
I can't believe that we were able to build this facility and put the kind of technology combined with the care we already had in this region, and what the difference this is going to make.
The care that we're giving, the hope that we're providing to individuals that with disabilities is incredible. We would not be here without the hundreds that gave of their treasure to help this become a reality. But I want to reiterate, this is just the beginning.
That's really a leap of faith in any charitable adventure, right? Is the idea that you're asking for somebody to invest their hard-earned dollars into something that doesn't yet exist, but is making a promise to deliver something so wonderful. So the fact that we had so many community members be willing to commit early on to this effort really speaks to their belief and trust in us.
When Bill and I considered the campaign and how to support the campaign, we wanted to honor all of those folks in the past who didn't have this kind of resource. And we wanted to honor all of those yet to come who will need this resource. And we wanted to be a part of that story.
The Institute's not done. This is just the beginning. With additional funding and support, we continue to do more. These are literally limitless activities and values and benefits we can bring to people. Support the individuals who work here. They're not doing it for a job. They're doing it because they're passionate and committed to the mission of what we're trying to do here and helping individuals with disabilities. And every dollar we get enables these individuals to do their job better and more effectively to improve someone's life.
Big or small, people have given what they could. Thank you. I mean, how can you say you can't say thank you enough?
We'll take on the world, but anything is possible.
Beyond limits.
beyond limits.
Beyond limits.
Beyond limits.
Wow. What inspiring messages. I feel like we almost need to pause for a moment to let it seep in. Hello, everyone. I'm Mac McElroy, president of the Sheltering Arms Foundation. I want to thank my colleagues on stage, especially Henry, who made it down from New York just hours ago, and those off stage, Lisa, Michael, and Jim, who have worked so hard to bring this event to life with the help of our production companies, Eventful and the Crown Leopard. And how about those stars who shared their testimonials with us? They were just remarkable. Those were not actors and actresses. Those were real people, our friends and family members. In this season of Thanksgiving and hope, we thank each of you for seeing the potential in our VCU Health collaboration and the Sheltering Arms Institute project. Since 1981, when Sheltering Arms was converted from an acute care hospital for the poor to an advanced rehab hospital for all, Sheltering Arms Foundation, with your support, has fueled its mission. In the last decade alone, the foundation has invested over $100 million to provide our community access to advanced inpatient and outpatient rehab care, health and wellness services, and community programs like Sportable and United Spinal that you just heard about. Despite this long history, however, a campaign of this magnitude was unprecedented. Yet, you believed in us and our many volunteer committee members and took a huge leap of faith with us. Together, we have assured access to superior care when illness or injury strikes any of us or our loved ones. We want each of you, and indeed the entire community, to feel a sense of ownership and pride every time you see or hear about the Institute. We are grateful for and humbled by every gift, and to symbolize that, every donor's name appears in that lobby sculpture that you just saw in the video. And we look forward to the day when you can come and see it for yourself. We are close to blowing by our $50 million goal. And to close us out, Henry, on behalf of the Hager family, wants to share a few final words. Henry, over to you.
Thank you, Mac. What an amazing 25 minutes of gratitude. Those stories were so inspiring, and I'm just honored to be a part of this tonight. I wanted to share some personal thoughts to finish the evening. I always knew my father in a wheelchair. He was struck down by the polio virus in 1973 at the age of 36. I came along 5 years later in 1978, and his survival was miraculous in itself, and he did lose the use of his legs, but he never lost the desire to live, to be treated equally, and to persevere. Dad was confined to a wheelchair. He used a wheelchair, but he lived his life beyond limits. And I can't help but also acknowledge and think about all the caregivers out there that are a part of the Sheltering Arms community. I'm honored to be joined tonight by the superwoman of caregivers. My mother is here tonight. I'd like to bring her out. Mom, I want you to use the chair.
Thank you.
Of course.
Proud of you.
Thank you. Mom was the rock of the family. She gave my father the strength to pursue an active life, overflowing with business, political, athletic, and volunteer opportunities. She worked vigilantly on disability rights at the national and state level and helped write the Americans for Disability Act, which was signed into law 31 years ago. I had the honor of joining my parents for the signing of that legislation on the South Lawn of the White House in 1990, which I'll never forget. It was an amazing day and ADA liberated millions of people who had been left behind. So thank you, Mom, for that service as well. We together would like to thank all the generous donors to this campaign out there tonight joining us. I'm pleased to announce that our family has made a gift in memory of my father and to reach the goal for the campaign for Convergence. But we hope that it doesn't stop there. Tomorrow is Giving Tuesday. We ask that you join us with any additional gift that you can make to help us not only hit the goal, but go beyond the goal. And with that, I'd really like the entire team to join us here on stage tonight. Hey, come on in, please. Sit down. Thank you, Alan. Again, we're so grateful for your support of the campaign for Convergence. We are wishing you and your family a happy holiday season. Thank you, good night, and enjoy these special thank you messages to close.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Thank you.
Cheers. Thank you.
Love you. Thank you.
Thank you to the donors for all your support.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, donors, for what you have done. Thank you, and I appreciate that.
Thank you for giving. We appreciate your giving power.
Hi, thank you for donating to Sheltering Arms. We greatly appreciate it.
Thank you so much to our donors for making this possible.
Thank you.
I gave a donation to honor my grandmother because she felt better after that and was very good or happy.
Thank you so much for everything.
Thank you guys so much for all your generosity.
Thank you.
Thank you, donors.
Thank you, donors, for all of your support.
I can't think of a better place to support than Sheltering Arms Institute, which is truly doing unbelievable work, changing lives, helping people recover from catastrophic injuries, and helping them be the best possible version of themselves.
Thank you so much for everything. What a blessing you've been to us. And as Mama would say, that is a lot of do-re-mi. Thank you.
Hey guys, my name is Zach. I'm the locomotor specialist here at the Sheltering Arms Institute. I just want to say thank you guys so much for all the good work that you've allowed us to do through your generosity. It means a lot to us, it means a lot to our patients. Thank you so much.
Hi, donors and friends. It's Michelle Rateau. I just wanted to say thank you for all that you've done to help this come to fruition. Thank you so much from every one of us here at Sheltering Arms, patients, everyone. Thank you. We could not have done it without you.
Hi, I'm Melissa Banta. I'm the Stroke Program Manager here at SAI. Thank you for all of your support.
Hi, I'm Jonathan. Thank you, donors.
You know, this institute would not have happened but for the generosity of the community. And I can think of no better gift to family, to friends, to acquaintances than this organization.
Thank you to our sponsors and donors.
Hello, donors. My name is William Berry. I'd just like to take this moment out to say thank you all for each and everything y'all are doing for us. And we appreciate everything you are doing. And on behalf of all the patients and members, thank you so much. And Shelter Arms, to me, is life beyond limited. Thank you for your donation.
Thank you for all your support.
My husband and I donated because physical rehabilitation is an investment in hope. It offers people who are devastated by injury or illness the possibility that they can return to an active and productive life. And for both of us, that's an investment worth making.
Thank you, donors.
Hi, I'm Will Carter. I'm one of the rehab medicine doctors here at Sheltering Arms Institute. I just want to tell you all thank you so much for enabling us to do what we do every day with helping all of our patients. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much to our donors for your donations and all your generosity, showing your support to Sheltering Arms Institute.
On behalf of the pharmacy team, we would like to say
Thank you. We couldn't do it without you.
We just wanted to say thank you to all of our donors.
For your generosity in making all of this happen.
On behalf of the marketing, community liaison, clinical liaison, and admissions teams, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.